Hey, hey, how's it going? Welcome in to Haunted North Carolina tonight on Fireballs and F Bombs. How is everyone doing? Hi, Uncle. Hi, Missy. How's everybody doing? I think it's been about a week since I've been on. I've been working. I'm back down to 3 to 4 days a week, but now I'm trying to get to the PD when I can. Um, and I've just been doing chores and getting caught up. And we are getting down into the 20s this weekend, this whole week. This whole week is going to be in the 20s and 30s. I'm very happy about that. So I had to get all the extra hay in there in the barn for the babies. Hello, Rumpa. How are you doing, honey? So I just been trying to get everything done around the house. And hi, Spirit Wolf. Welcome in. Good. Actually, I need to say good morning to you. How are you doing? So I'm sure you guys have noticed something a little bit different. I chopped my hair off today. I wanted something new and fun for the new year. And it's short and it's playful and it's a lot easier. Almost all the bleach is gone off my hair now. So yeah, it's just it's going to take a little bit to get used to because it was just done today. So anyway, it's my natural color. It's my natural color. It's getting gray though, um, but I'm gonna rock my natural color for a little while. So tonight is Haunted North Carolina. Now I'm going to explain to you guys. Now North Carolina apparently is super haunted, and Asheville. It looks like Asheville in North Carolina is the most haunted city or town in North Carolina. Now, you guys know how what? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Spirit Wolf, that we had that going on in California last year. I don't know if you saw the news over there when in California and we had all those fires going and it took out homes, the whole sides of the mountains. Um, all, so many, even all the celebrities, all their homes were just gone. All the animals, yeah, oh my gosh. So you're dealing with over there what we deal with over here for summer, during the summer. Um, I'm sorry to hear that, Spirit Wolf. Are you safe from them? Are you at least safe from those fires? Um, while we're oh God, they're right there near you. So are you safe from them though? Are they are going are I mean okay. Well, all I can do is oh my gosh, we'll be praying for you. Okay, you're okay. All right. I'm going to keep checking in with you. So check your emails and stuff. I mean, everybody please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Spirit Wolf. She's over there in Australia with those massive fires going on. Thank you. I just cut it today. So what I was saying is, normally you guys know how detailed I like to get about the history of the locations, the deaths that were there, how many ghosts, the experiences people has had, anything confirmed. A lot of the places today don't have a lot of information. I've searched, I've Googled, I have looked up trying to find more information, and there's not a lot to be found. So I wrote down everything I could find for these locations. So we are going to start the Blakeney house. We're going to start here at the Blakeney house. So I'm going to just kind of set this here for, oops, what did I just do? Dadgummit, I shut it down. I set it on the darn button and it shut it. Okay, here it is. I'll just hold it. Now, the Blakeney house in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, this was originally built as a private home in 1903. The building has been used for multiple restaurants as well as religious purposes in the past century. Though it is now actually on the market, it is still private property and not open to the public. Regardless, the home is said to be the spot of many paranormal entities, including a young girl, a lady in a red dress, and Mr. William Blakeney himself. Despite being a paranormal hotspot, it does not appear that any of the ghosts mean to do any harm, since witnesses have only reported doors opening, sets of footsteps, and gusts of cold air blowing through the home. This one I did find a little bit of information. Now, this was owned by William Blakeney. The house was built for him in 1903. He was a greedy man and supposedly hid his fortune inside of the walls of this home. Now, 3 ghosts have been confirmed, including Mr. Blakeney himself, a lady in red, and the young girl. Blakeney has been seen and heard. He apparently is harmless. He's said to be guarding his fortunes that was hidden by him. It's believed there are more fortunes that have not been found in this house or around the property. Apparently, there has been quite a bit of fortune found in the walls of this place already, but they haven't destroyed the house to continue looking. So they feel there's still more there that he's guarding. The lady in red is said to be a woman from a later owner. She fell down the stairs and died at the bottom of the stairs before help could get there to save her. She is often seen around the home, roaming and going up and down the stairs. The young girl often stays in her old room that was on the 2nd floor. She is seen looking out of the window, but screams and cries. Apparently, she watched both of her parents get murdered outside of the house. I couldn't find any other information. I can't find any information on any outdoor murders. I couldn't find any other information. So it just kind of stops there. And that's all I have for that one. So a lot of these do that. So I apologize. All right. Some of these we're just going to kind of read what I have. I don't have a lot of information. The Devil's Tramping Ground. Okay. This is a staple of local lore for over a century. The Devil's Tramping Ground is a 40-foot circle of land in a forest near the community of Bennett. Supposedly, vegetation has not grown in this spot for well over a century, despite no discernible reasons to explain it. Stories about what occurs at the spot widely vary, but the central belief is that the devil himself used it as a kind of portal into the world from the depths of hell. After rising, typically at night, he paces back and forth within the circle and spreads his evil across the land. Other legends linked to the area includes visitors never again being sane and animals refusing to enter that area. It has also been reported that animal carcasses often surround this path to the place, and that items left within the circle overnight are gone by morning. There's like a couple of small little photos. Oops, let me move that over. See that? To me, it just looks like a fire pit, but I mean, that, whatever. That's all it says. The Duke Mansion. And this is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, the Duke Mansion is said to be haunted by its former owner, John Avery. Stories say that Avery began an affair with a writer while his wife was in an institution. It became clear to the writer that Avery was not going to leave his wife, even though he would tell her that he was always going to. The writer ended the affair with Avery, and when he asked her to meet him one night at midnight a year later, she did so, and upon seeing him, she reached out to touch his wrist, and her hand went right through him. Avery then said, "Dead or alive." The writer later learned that Avery had died a week prior to their rendezvous. His spirit is known to linger in this mansion. I don't know if the wife ever found out. I don't know if the wife ever got out of the institution. I couldn't find why he died. I couldn't find anything. There's a couple of these places, though, that sound interesting that I'd like to go to. Tar River. All right. This is in Tarboro, North Carolina, Tarboro. Stretching for over 200 miles in northeast North Carolina, the Tar River has long been a source of local fireside tales. Its name comes from Revolutionary War times, as it was frequently used by tar-laden barges headed out to sea. Interestingly, the main tale stems from the Revolutionary War as well. According to locals, a patriot was drowned in the river by British soldiers. Right before he was killed, he screamed that if he was a killer, a banshee would haunt them for as long as he should live. After the patriot was killed, the banshee appeared and swiftly killed the soldiers. According to the tale, however, the banshee has never left the river, instead traveling up and down it for eternity. I don't know. I just find that one a little bit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That one's just a little bit for me. That just doesn't even sound realistic to me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Now, this is the Lees McRae College. This is in Banner Elk, North Carolina. This was established in 1900. The Lees McRae College is named after Susanna Lee and Elizabeth McRae, named by founder Reverend Edgar Tufts after a renowned educator, Lee, and the school's benefactor, McRae. Friendly ghost Emily Drawn is said to be found around Tate Dorm. The site of this dorm was once Grace Memorial Hospital, which was where Emily died of tuberculosis during the 1930s. Outside of some pranks like making the phone ring, out operating the elevator, and shifting furniture, Emily doesn't appear to have any malicious tendencies. It says about the Emily, but what about Lee and McRae? It doesn't say anything about Lee and McRae. I can't find anything about Lee and McRae. I don't know. These aren't just giving, these ones in North Carolina are just not giving up a lot of information for me. I think I have this one, the Biltmore. I think I did the Biltmore. Let me just look. The Biltmore. Did I? Maybe I didn't. No. So this is the Biltmore Estate. George Vanderbilt. I'm sorry, this is in Asheville. I'm sorry, Asheville. George Vanderbilt first visited Asheville in 1888, but it took quite literally no time for him to fall in love with the area. By 1889, he has already put a community of craftsmen to work to create a 250-room mansion, which after 6 years would finally be complete. Supposedly, after Vanderbilt died in 1914, his wife, Edith Stuyvesant, was so convinced that she could speak to George's spirit that she sat in front of one of the library fireplaces, one of 65 fireplaces in the mansion, and did just that. Visitors to the estate today swear that you can hear both of their voices conversing with each other in the library. Additionally, their presences are apparently felt throughout the house, especially in the billiard and oak sitting room. Sometimes even laughing and screaming can be heard. In a seemingly random twist, a phantom orange cat without a head has been seen dashing through the gardens and across Bass Pond. This, I mean, you know, that is more believable than that other one. That's definitely more believable than that other one. Now, I would go there. I would go to that house and investigate there for sure. All right. North Carolina State University, and this is in Raleigh. Excuse me. And this is very vague. Like most of the colleges in North Carolina State is also prone to the occasional ghost sighting. The university's rumors circle around a student that attended the school in the 1980s. Like that's so far ago. According to the story, she committed suicide by jumping off the D.H. Hill Library's roof. It is on the same roof the students and faculty have reported sightings of a ghostly silhouette. Additionally, there is talk of a construction worker haunting the bell tower, but it's unclear who that spirit is or why he has chosen this location to haunt. Now, apparently, these old colleges that were from way back in the day, you notice they're pretty haunted. Like there's been either staff die or suicides. We've heard of a lot of students committing suicides in these colleges. Have you noticed that? I'm just disappointed. Here's the other one. Oh, here's another one. Biltmore, the Biltmore O'Teen. Where is that? This is the Biltmore O'Teen Bank building, also in Biltmore. Though it's been listed on the National Register of Historical Places since 1979, the Biltmore O'Teen Bank building hasn't served much of a purpose in recent years besides its architecture being eye-catching. Built in 1925, the two-story bank is said to be haunted by a man from the early 20th century who's desperately searching for something within the bank walls. Did he hide something inside there that he wants back? Or is he a victim of stock market crash of 1929 that is still in despair? Or does he have a more complex or peculiar reason for spending his afterlife searching for it? Hi, Mandy. So yeah, I'm very disappointed in North Carolina and the shit that it's just not. So yeah, I'm trying to come up with more of them. I just have less information on them. It's just very disappointing. I'm looking for the ones that I got the information on. I'm looking for Chowan University. Where are you? Or Chowan, Chowen. So, or I'm sorry, Chowan. So that's what I said earlier. Like, what are they trying to hide? I mean, I understand that a lot of them are closed to the public, but if you think back, like all the ones that's closed to the public, you can still find out information regarding like the deaths there, the ghosts, the people that's been there and experienced them. Like I can't find any of that anywhere on these. I'm looking for the There's a lot of places. I'm just trying to find. Oh, here it is. So Chowan, however you say it. This is in Murfreesboro. Founded in 1848 and with a current student body of only 1,200 students. Chowan University is known for its united atmosphere and its athletic record. What the school is also known for, however, is its long history of paranormal disturbances. Its music hall is haunted by a piano-playing ghost, while the second floor of Mixon Hall is haunted by a ghost of a student who hanged himself. Belks Hall is haunted by both a student who committed suicide and a screaming and laughing little girl who rode her tricycle down the stairs. The Brown Lady is perhaps the most disturbing and famous apparition that haunts the school. Lingering on the third floor of the Columns building, her footsteps have been heard, leading to brief chases by security guards suspecting unauthorized students. Now, the Brown Lady, she was enrolled at this college during the Civil War when her husband went off to war. He died on the battlefield. She was heartbroken, and he was all she had. She leapt to her death from the roof of her dorm, dying on impact. Her handkerchief fell behind her and landed at her feet. Her name was Eileen Davidson, 19 years old, tall, slender, with black hair and blue eyes. Students even today tell stories of seeing her ghost. Her handkerchief has also been found laying on the ground where she landed, blood still on it. She is seen wandering the halls as if still a student. One girl claims she went to shake her hand, but her hand went completely through her hand. She thought she was a real person. She is mostly seen in what was her dorm or the science building. She looks lost, but she stays very active. She sits in classrooms and appears to take notes, but in all reality, the chair is empty. That chair is always left empty for her for when she wants to attend. No info on suicide or girl going down the stairs, but students claim to hear the piano being played in the music room and then find nobody there. The music will play, but if someone walks in the room, the music stops. It's like they're watching when someone enters. Students claim they hear crying and screaming. They feel sad. They hear banging coming from the doors but when they open the door, nothing or nobody is there. One student said he woke up at night to go to the bathroom. He said the stall door started shaking, the lights were flickering, and a large black shadow got his stall door open and stood there looking at him. He said he started screaming and it literally flew into the ceiling. He claims he never went to that bathroom ever again. Couldn't find any other ghosts. Couldn't find any information on any of the suicides, deaths, any of that. We did that house. We did the Blakeney. Okay. That's very sad, though. But I think, if it's like 2 or something in the morning and I'm in there going, if I had to go to the bathroom and I'm in there going number 2 or something and there's something shaking my door and gets the stall door open, that shit locks from the inside. You know what I'm saying? If he gets the stall door open and there's this big thing looking at me, I'd probably go number 2 again and again, or have a heart attack, whichever. I wouldn't go to that bathroom again either. Like if it scared me like that. Oh, I think I did this one. Hold on. Where is it? 18. Okay, the 1889 Whitegate Inn and Cottage. Okay. Marion, and this is in Asheville, of course. Marion Bridget, the nurse who purchased the building as her home in 1928, seems to be fairly displeased that there are now guests staying in her former room. The Robert Frost room of the 1889 Whitegate Inn and Cottage is said to be the haunted by Bridget, with floating energy orbs, slamming doors, phantom footsteps, flickering lights, all reported. In the words of Robert Frost, this doesn't make sense to me. Quote, "It is under the small dim summer star. I know not who these mute folk are who share the unit place with me. These stones out under the low-limbed tree doubtless bear names that the mosses mar." Unquote. I don't understand how that means. Anywho, it's known for its serene atmosphere with beautiful water features, surrounded by mountains, tranquil and a place to unwind. But it's known for that the former owner, Marion, will cause a ruckus when someone's doing something she doesn't like. Staff and guests both report doors slamming, windows will slam shut, glasses and plates are pushed off the tables, Chairs have been moved, and you will feel the cold spots. Sometimes the fire in the fireplace will start to rage high and then it'll settle down. Guests report seeing her standing over them in the middle of the night. They smell cigarette smoke in their rooms when there's no smoking allowed inside. The new owner, Frank Salvo, claims that she will throw her tantrum and then calm down. They treat her as part of the family. I guess like a little kid, you're going to throw your tantrum as long as she don't do something like, if that's her that's doing that to the fireplace, then I don't think that, I mean, they need to be careful of that so it doesn't start a fire. That's right. Okay. Oop, I almost turned my drink over. Shit. I did the Elizabeth Inn. I have a little bit of information on. Let's see if I can find the Elizabeth Inn. There's that one. See, here's another Biltmore Village Inn in Asheville. Like, there's a lot of Biltmore places. Oh, here's the Elizabeth Inn now. Okay. And this is in Beaufort, North Carolina. Captain David Sabiston, or Sabiston, Sabiston, lived from 1750 to 1811. A life that was cut short on July 4th, 1811, after he was allegedly bludgeoned to death with an oar. Sabiston's slave, Sal, was tried and convicted, leading to him being hanged at the Beaufort courthouse on September 13th, 1811. Whether it's the ghost of David or Sal, witnesses are clear to say it definitely still haunts the grounds today. The home was converted into the Elizabeth Inn and was in operation for many years, but has since been closed down. It is tied to the Sabiston, I hope I'm not saying that wrong, family, and dates back to the late 18th century. It is confirmed that Captain Sabiston was brutally murdered in the building with an oar. Reported sightings: shadowy figure in doorways, described as a man in old seafaring clothing, and will stare or follow guests around. Cold pockets in heated rooms are reported often, but mostly in stairwells or on the side facing the water. Footsteps are always heard on the porch, and at night you will hear men's voices talking on the porch, smell smoke of cigars, and the chairs will rock. The beds shake, they unmake themselves, items move, pictures have flown across the room off the wall, and a male entity is seen pacing back and forth. Sebastian. What's that mean? Anyway, that was the Elizabeth Sebastian. Okay, Okay, got it. This is Sabiston. Sabiston. Whatever. Okay. Here's another one that I saw. I think I passed it. Let me go back. I think that's all the ones that I was able to get information on. No, I don't. I have two more. All right. Both the ones in Lewisburg, the Lewisburg College. I think I'm here at the end. Okay, here's the Salem College. All right. This is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right. Salem College has undergone a number of transformations since its founding in 1772. Originally built as a primary school, it later was turned into a high school and then finally a college. It's consistently ranked among the best college in the nation and has the distinction of being in the U.S.'s oldest female educational establishment that is still a woman's college. An institution with over 2 centuries of continued use is bound to have a colorful history, and Salem is no exception. The Gramley Building is the site of a library where 2 girls were killed in an electrocution accident in 1907. According to reports, the girls visibly manifest and scream at students. Similarly, a student allegedly hanged herself in the attic of Gramley's dorm, leading to students hear dragging and scratching sounds from the attic. A young girl fell down an elevator shaft in Cluell's dormitory, making many believe her presence is still in the building as well. The school's other dormitory, Babcock, is said to have a painting in the lobby of Mary Reynolds, daughter of R.J. Reynolds, whose eyes that follow students as they walk. Last but certainly not least, the Fine Arts Center has had a variety of paranormal disturbances, including a phantom pianist who plays pianos and organs, and a patron who died in theater number 2 still lingers there to this day. Ouch. That didn't feel well on my elbow. You know, I think I got my tattoo finished since I've been on here last, didn't I? I think I did, because they're only 5 days old. My flag is finished, finally. My thin blue line flag is finished. And I have a new addition. Yes. Okay. I didn't know if I shared that with y'all. Okay. Anyway. I don't know what made me think of that. All right. Did that one. Lighthouses are always. Biltmore Village Inn. Let's do the Biltmore Village Inn. In Asheville, of course. The other Biltmores are also in Asheville. After a successful sale of the land that would be Biltmore Village to George Vanderbilt, the Vanderbilt's lawyer, Samuel Reed had his mansion built where it still stands today. Now operating as the Biltmore Village Inn, the building has quite the history of paranormal occurrences. It seems that the first recorded incident was in the 1970s, where heavy footsteps were heard climbing the stairs, but not a single person was around. Another story tells a group of guests sitting in a communal room laughing about the alleged ghost stories when out of nowhere the Christmas tree came crashing down. Some of the stories are a bit more lighthearted in that the ghosts apparently have a fascination for balls. Balls in the billiard room are heard hitting together, and racked balls that are left on the table are sometimes broken apart or moved to entirely different parts of the room. In addition to the billiards room, the circus and lavender rooms are both said to contain spirits, since the door to both rooms open and shut on their own at random times. So every one of these Biltmore, their family, the Biltmore Village Inn was the Biltmore attorney's home. So the Piney Grove Church in Concord, North Carolina. This is, ooh, almost dropped it. Built in the early 1900s and abandoned in the 90s, Piney Grove Church is said to be haunted by 4 distinct ghosts, each with their own behavior and tendencies, according to reports. Additionally, the building is susceptible to random mists, shadows, blurred photographs, and unexplained lights. You know, I'm going to look this up because I just don't remember seeing this one earlier. So I'm just going to look this up if you don't mind. Piney Grove Church. I'm just going to. 4 distinct ghosts, huh? Okay, let's see if I can find anything. This is the issue I was having earlier today that I couldn't find. Come on. Doesn't say anything about it. Doesn't say a darn thing. Hang on. I'm curious if I can find something on this really quick. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if this says something. I brought my other computer in here tonight. That's why I showed y'all that already. Let's see. Nothing. This says Piney Grove Church in Concord, abandoned yet eerily intact, holds a dark energy. Within the untouched graveyard behind it, shadowy figures are often seen drifting among the tombstones. Inside, visitors have reported glimpses of 4 distinct spirits moving through the decaying pews. Tell me about the ghost. There's 4. You say there's 4. Nobody wants to tell me who the 4 are. Let's see what this says. This says where's Rita? No, it doesn't have that. Nothing. I get nothing on that. Now, what's this one? These say nothing, absolutely nothing about anything. All right, I tried. See, I don't understand what this North Carolina just doesn't have any information on their shit. Yeah, Concord. Let me put Concord instead. That's the same exact one I was in. Let's try this other one here. No, this church has been reported as having a spirit, ghost, or haunting. That's it. No explaining, nothing. This is the that I can't find anything on them. One other place I'm going to look. That's it. And then I'll move on. Come on. Come on. I clicked you. Let's go. Here's Lewisburg College. I had a little bit of information, not much on that one. Oops. No. All right. Well, I'll X out of that. I don't have nothing. Lewisburg College. In Lewisburg. Come on. Lewisburg has undergone a number of name changes and academic shifts since its founding in 1787. It was originally known as Franklin Male Academy, but also became affiliated with Lewisburg Female College in 1857. The institution received its current name in the early 1900s and has operated as a private Methodist college ever since. The ghost stories at the college start in its main building, which is converted into a hospital for the Confederates during the Civil War. Almost reminiscent of the main character from Dalton Trumbo's Johnny Got His Gun, the building is apparently haunted by a young boy who attempts to make noises despite lacking a face. The dormitories are also believed to be haunted, with Merritt Dorm being the source of slamming doors, phantom faucets, cold spots, radio interference, and occasional spirit sightings. The Keenan girls' dorm is said to be haunted by Mrs. Keenan herself, whose activity on the fourth floor results in visible green glowing. Now, the info I found on it is voices and weird sounds often occur in different buildings. In the Keenan girls' dorm, Mrs. Keenan still keeps watch in the halls. She glows green and will light up an entire hallway. Students and staff report seeing her almost nightly, and they feel cold spots when she's near. She doesn't run away, and students can walk right up to her. She has never been heard, but will lock and unlock your doors. Turn on the faucets, knock on the doors. It's said they know when she's the one knocking because the green light shows under their doors. The Merritt dorm is a boys' dorm where it's reported doors slam shut and will open by itself with force. Faucets and showers turn on and off. Cold spots, radios, and TVs are shut off, and some say they see shadows moving around. And that's all I could find on the Lewisburg College. Thank you. Let's see, the First Presbyterian Church I have as well. Fletcher, let's see. Here's the Prince Charles Hotel in Fayetteville. Built in the 1920s, the Prince Charles Hotel survived a rather tumultuous period in the U.S. history. Unfortunately, bankruptcy and structure concerns caused it to close in 2010. While there are plans to restore it and create condos and office space, the building apparently is deserted for the time being. Regardless, if its ghost stories shall continue to live on, considering that Charlotte, the building's ghost, can no longer live. The story goes that Charlotte committed suicide after walking into the honeymoon suite and finding her husband in bed with her bridesmaid. While the event allegedly happened on the 7th floor, reports say that she is known for causing a ruckus on the 7th floor and on the elevator up to the 8th floor. That's all it says. Couldn't find any other info. Here's Vance birthplace. And this is in Weaverville, North Carolina. Arguably the most prominent political figure in North Carolina history, Zebulon Baird Vance was a state legislator and congressman by 28, a Confederate colonel and governor by 32, three-time North Carolina governor and U.S. senator for 15 years. Vance's birthplace is a 5-room log house that was reconstructed around its original frame and is registered historic site. Numerous ghosts have been reported at the site, all of which reportedly in old-fashioned clothing. Perhaps one of these is Vance himself, members of his family, or simply just a few of the thousands of supporters he acquired in his political career. No information. Vance birthplace. Okay, Rita. Oops, wrong thing. Visitors. This is a 5-room log house where Vance was born in 1830. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly men and women wearing old-fashioned clothing, which has led to speculation about the presence of spirits at this site. The site is also associated with the lives of the people who worked on the Vance farm, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Vance was a passionate speaker and leader and a prominent figure in his time. Perhaps spirits of the deceased are still drawn to the charismatic Vance. Ghostly men and women have been seen here. I can't find shit in North Carolina. Let's see. At least I can get some history of the house. Let's see. The site is located in the Reams Creek Valley and was originally a mountain plantation that was owned by David Vance II and Mira Margaret Baird Vance. The historic site explores daily life in the 1800s in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Visitors can see the historic structures including a loom room, tool shed, spring house, smokehouse, and corn crib. They do have tours of this location. I guess maybe if you take a tour, they'll explain to you what ghosts are there or something, but this don't say shit. Anyway, all I can do is apologize that I don't have much information for you guys over North Carolina. Y'all know how thorough I like to be with my information, and I'm just not getting it from this state. We have not had this issue with any other state. I hope it doesn't continue in all the other states. That's all I can say. I hope not. Ooh, excuse me. Horace Williams House in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Built in 1854 by Benjamin Hedrick, the house has gone through numerous owners in the past century and a half, now maintained by Preservation Chapel Hill for public meetings, events, and administrative tasks. The house is named for Horace Williams, a UNC professor, most famous for teaching author Thomas Wolfe, that owned the home from 1897 until his death in 1940s. It is said that William's spirit still resides in the home. That's all it says. It's so irritating. Mordecai House in Raleigh. Mordecai House is a former plantation home built in 1705 and exists today as the oldest residence in Raleigh on its original foundation. Originally constructed by Joel Lane for his son Henry. Lane sold nearly 1,000 acres from his plantation to the founder of Raleigh, thus giving Lane significant credit to the beginnings of the city. Around the time of the land sale, Moses Mordecai bought the home in 1817, which gave it the name it has today. Mary Willis Mordecai Turk is said to haunt the home where she had been spotted playing the piano in a period dress. Her fascination with the piano has extended into her being seen as a floating orb or fine mist hovering around it. Excuse me, see, I'm usually in bed by this time. I am such a puss, y'all. Anyway, the First Presbyterian Church, I can't find that. I can't find that one to read the original, what it says about it, but I found they call, where the hell is it? There's the First Presbyterian Church. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Got it. This will be the last one. The First Presbyterian Church in Asheville. This was built in 1841. It was burned to the ground during the Civil War. The church that stands today is the rebuilt building that was erected in 1884 and has been the source of numerous notable incidents, such as the funeral of Thomas Wolfe. Supposedly, the spirit that haunts this church is named Black Abbey due to the female apparition wearing a black dress. Whether or not she's related to the church's original fire is unclear, but she has a tendency to aimlessly roam up and down the church halls. This is the only other one I could find any information on, and it's still very vague. She is also known by the name of Ambrose. She is seen all the time, always wearing black. The aisles, she hovers over people, she flickers the lights. The candles will blow out during church services. She will pop light bulbs, causing them to break. She floats up and down the stairs and often seen where funerals are held. Now, it's believed she is mourning a lost loved one, but unsure because they don't know if she was part of the fire. Apparently, she's very friendly. She stares as if she's very curious. She will not speak. You will sometimes hear her crying in a distance when no one else is there, and you will hear footsteps as you see her going up and down the stairs. That's all I've got. That is all. That's it. I did that one, Prince Charles. I did that one, Winston-Salem. Yep. I can only apologize that I was unable to find out further information for each of these places. The first one, I think, the first couple are the only ones I was able to find information on. I can't believe that it's just so hard to find information out about North Carolina. So we've never had this happen with any other state. So let's hope that it doesn't continue. Our next state, North Carolina, is done. The next state is North Dakota. So we will be doing North Dakota next. And then we'll be doing North Dakota. February's coming. I'll do the February horoscopes as well. Yeah. So anyway, we got, and plus we have games. We have more games to play as well, and so that'll be fun. And again, if you guys ever have any ideas for any topics, please, y'all know, just to message me, and we will get it done. And you guys can even come on as a guest, and we'll talk about it. If you guys know of any certain haunted locations you want to talk about, we don't discuss politics, and we don't discuss religion, because people take that to heart, and this is for fun and information, and not to get anybody upset or argue or anything like that. We like positivity around here. So other than that, that's all I have on North Carolina. Again, I can only apologize for not being able to get that information out like I like to usually. I hope I don't have that issue happen again. Because I like being very thorough when I'm trying to research some shit. You know what I mean? So I'm over here checking on YouTube. I'm over here on YouTube. I have the Instagram also is live. connected to, but they have a totally separate messages over there. Here's the thing: if you're watching from Instagram or Facebook, and if you follow the link, my YouTube link, or you can follow my fireballs and F-bombs here. If you look that up on YouTube, you'll be able to find me, or you can follow Copper Lolly on YouTube, and it just shows that I'm live on YouTube. And you can, if you have a YouTube account, you can actually come in and get into the comment section of my actual podcast. But I do have it to where Facebook and Instagram can also both watch. Because you're watching on Instagram, I can't see the comments unless I click over there. But yes, it has been a hot minute, Stephanie. Thank you. You guys are liking my new haircut. Thank you. I love it. I just got it cut today. I wanted something. It's not like a new year, new me, because listen, y'all are just getting fucking me all the time. But new look, how about that? I wanted something different. I wanted something fun and light and easier to take care of, and this is what I did today. So I got my little bob. Thank you so much, Tom Baker. I'm glad you like my streams. Again, I was not able to come up with some really good information about North Carolina tonight. I know there is some haunted places in North Carolina. I just could not get the information that I like to give. So, but I hope you guys enjoy just coming to hang out and laugh and have fun and bring your cocktails. Anything else? I can't remember if I think I'm on my schedule for next Wednesday. I can't really remember. I don't fricking remember. If I know I work Sunday, so I won't be able to have the podcast on Sunday, but I think if it's either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember which day I'm. I don't have my schedule. So, but yeah, we'll get it figured out. The next state is North Dakota. We are in the ends. Let's see what's after North Dakota. We are going into the O's. Oh, we did Ohio already because that trauma came on when we did Ohio. We did Ohio. So the next state after North Dakota is Oklahoma. So North Dakota is next. And I'm sure hoping I don't find another state that I can't find information again, because I'm pretty disappointed in that. So anyway, I'll be seeing you guys very soon. I so appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me for a whole hour and 9 minutes. I love you guys, and I will be talking to you guys soon. Oh gosh, I got my little setup of different in here. Anyway, God bless, and thank you guys so much for their support.